Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Marina Mabrey gives a classic non-apology apology, then plays victim, and this is why the WNBA must fail. Don't worry, I'll finish that statement. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Go ahead, smash that like button. You have no idea what that little simple act does for the channel, and I do appreciate it. But let's dig into this. So, Marina Mabrey, finally, we're hearing from her about the attack, the assault, the brutal, unprovoked attack on on Caitlin Clark. Oh, Marina Mabrey admits she overreacted, shoving Caitlin Clark. Is that what she admits? Let's dig into this a little bit. Now, what's interesting, I thought, in this reporting is, though, another example of you really got to be careful believing everything you read. Because it says here, this not only incited several technical fouls and weeks of heated discussion about how Clark is treated by peers afterward, but it prompted Fever enforcer Sophie Cunningham to essentially start a brawl. She did not, by grabbing and throwing Sheldon down to the ground one quarter later. Not really how it happened. In fact, what it was J.C. Sheldon committing an offensive foul by changing direction and driving her shoulder into Sophie Cunningham. And Sophie Cunningham basically defended herself by putting her arms out because her arms weren't out. If Sheldon had gone directly to the basket, and you can find that video on my channel or probably anywhere else, if she had just gone directly to the basket like you would expect her to, and she didn't make that 90-degree turn to try and run over Sophie Cunningham never would have done what she did. That was not premeditated. That was a reaction to what Sheldon did. So that paints an incorrect picture. But what do we expect nowadays from so-called journalists? Marina Mabrey gets honest about Caitlin Clark shove. 2 days after that, it wasn't a shove. Oh my goodness! After that shove, heard, I guess it's around, should be around the women's basketball world. Yo, editor, come on, this is Sports Illustrated, man. Mabrey was heard saying, "Damned if I do, damned if I don't," when addressing a commenter on an Instagram live stream who had called her out for shoving Clark. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. Does she think people were going to yell at her if she didn't assault Caitlin Clark? That's kind of a bizarre take. And here we go again with what I'm talking about with the inability to take any responsibility or accountability for your own actions. I thought it only got upgraded to a flagrant 2 because the way the fans reacted to it, Mabrey said of the shove on Clark. They gave me a tech for it. I don't care. Honestly, I really don't. Obviously, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Not so obvious. I've seen the film. I was watching the game, Marina. I'm not trying to go after certain players for certain stuff. Again, not really true. I've seen the video. And for you, again, no accountability. For you to do what you did, for you to do this, and then say that it only got upgraded because of what the fans did is absurd. It is absolutely absurd because let me see if I don't know if I have the we'll go from here though, because I think this is a better angle. I was hoping I couldn't find it. I was hoping for the reverse angle. But if you pay attention, if you watch Mabrey, okay, Mabrey's not looking here. Okay, she has no idea what happened. She turns, sees some jawing, sees, I guess, Tina Charles going after Caitlin Clark to punch her in the back, and Marina Mabrey walks up. Clark's not looking at her all. Marina Mabrey was not in the play. She has no idea what got to this point, and she just blindsides Caitlin Clark. She's not even listening. She just runs over and boom, blindside. That is a POS coward. I have nothing good to say about Marina Mabrey to do that. You have no reason to be out on the basketball court, and now you're going to pretend that it's only the fans' reaction that got you a flagrant foul. Again, no accountability, no responsibility from any of these players. Marina Mabrey clearly shoving Caitlin Clark to the ground after a dead ball and not getting ejected from the game is absolutely unbelievable. That was so clearly not a basketball play at all. Seriously, do better, refs. Yeah, okay, the refs absolutely have to do better. That's what I say. Marina Mabrey should have been tossed out of the game. But again, you have a league full of players like Marina Mabrey who do that, who behave in that way, and then they play victim because she doesn't even think that she should have gotten a flagrant at all. Again, it's a physical league, folks. This is why the WNBA sucks. This is why the WNBA fails. You have an entire league of unlikable people who can't play basketball, always playing victim, never taking accountability for anything they do, regardless of the Caitlin Clark stuff. I don't want to root for people like this. Plain and simple. I don't want to root for people like this. This is no fun for any of us as fans. Me and Caitlin were cool. Me and Caitlin have competed against each other in the playoffs. She threw me into the benches in the cool. Well, yeah, that didn't really happen, but it was awesome. We didn't go after her for it, so competitive. So again, playing victim. She threw me into the benches, not really what happened if you saw it. And we didn't go after her for it, alluding to saying that Sophie Cunningham went after JC Sheldon, which again is also not what happened. So at the end of the day, it was a play on the ball when she did it, and I probably overreacted a little bit. But my teammate is getting hit, and I'm not okay with that. See, again, there's the nonsense. This is absolute crap, Marina Mabrey. You are a flat out liar. This makes you a little bit of a sociopath. I'm just saying. Your teammate was not getting hit. Your teammate purposely raked her fingers and her fingernails, because we know weapons are allowed in the WNBA, across Caitlin Clark's eyes, laughed about it, and went after Caitlin Clark. That's what happened. Your teammate was not getting hit at all. You are 100% wrong in every single thing you have said about this. This, again, is why I said the WNBA needs to fail. Keep in mind, because a lot of people will say this when I'm critical of the league. Oh, why don't you just say you hate the league and you want it to fail? Yes. Now, that being said, I want women's professional basketball to succeed, but I'm not so sure that the WNBA can be that league because the entire league has to change. And I think it's probably actually easier and better for the women if it just goes away and a new league is started. It's not the first time. It's been done multiple times in women's soccer. Now, not for the same reason as the players are awful and unlikable and unskilled and play victim and no one wants to, but it has been done. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, that's absolutely wild. And if you want to know about the victim stuff, so you know, it's a W360 shout out to CJ. This is coming from a player employed Marina Mabrey and her teammate girlfriend. Okay, address this is a shocking that by the way, again, more unprofessional nonsense and stuff you shouldn't have. I don't care what league it is. I don't care that she's dating a woman, but there is nothing good that comes of professional sports teams dating teammates, even dating within the league. It's absurd. And you can see, I think we've all seen all of the drama and all the nonsense that happens when you allow that. It absolutely should not be. This is messier than bosses dating subordinates. Okay. I know you can say there's a different power dynamic there is, and I'm not saying that is good. I'm saying this is just as messy. Now, apparently, they addressed the mean comments from their coupled TikTok lives. I don't know what that is. I don't watch TikTok, but the league fined Sophie Cunningham for her TikTok a joke, 100%. Now, that is true. But check this out. Now, apparently, this is a real, again, playing victim. Little old me, who's nice to everyone, who is known by like 7 people. I'm sorry, 19, gets nasty, nasty hate, gets physical threats. If you put something online on social media, no matter what it is, someone will, if enough people find it, someone's coming after you in a nasty way. You could just put, my favorite color is blue. I love blue. Eventually, if enough people see it, someone's going to come on and call you an ist or a phobe and ask why you hate the color green. It's just the way it is. But I'm not going to read this whole thing, and I know it's small, you can't see it too much, but it says, I'll be honest, I've strayed away from the videos and lives because I'm upset that everyone always says Naya. I guess that's the girlfriend or teammate Naya. Is that how you pronounce Niya? Naya? That's how I'd pronounce it. Maybe it's Nia. Is mean to me, treats me bad, jealous, etc., etc. And it's the complete opposite. Well, maybe then don't show that to people. A lot of this comes from the narrative around black women being angry and mean. And she goes on from there. But see, there it is. First of all, who cares what random people say? You're putting a video on TikTok. you're going to get people that say mean, negative things. That's just life. And then to just always go to that well, always go to that card that you have to pull out. I'm the victim, and it's because of this. It's just people being mean and nasty on social media the way they have always been, Marina. That's it. Plain and simple. But you are going to keep ridiculous narratives alive, and you are going to make it worse because you can't exist without being a victim of something all the time. It is absolutely ridiculous. I feel a little better now. I had to vent about all that, and I'm sure the comments are going to be very entertaining. What do you think of Marina Mabrey's what I call a non-apology, because she didn't apologize for what she did. She didn't take accountability for what she did. She didn't take responsibility for what she did. She lied, and she blamed the fans for their reaction as to why she got a flagrant. Absolutely wild stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for checking out this video. Smash the like button. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. I will talk to you later.